Welcome to the Gaming News Channel, your source for gaming news. Today, we highlight the latest developments in gaming news for 2023. Details of the news after the intro. Welcome back with a new news about the latest developments in gaming news for 2023. Here's the news. In details, 2023 was another big year for the video game industry, with many memorable moments, ups and downs, and storylines that dominated the headlines. With the end of the year in sight, we're looking back at the year that was encompassing the biggest news of 2023. AI on the rise in 2023, artificial intelligence reached new levels of prominence and ubiquity. Microsoft wants to put AI in every product it makes, including Xbox. This stance should be no surprise, as Microsoft paid OpenAI a reported $10 billion as part of a major deal. Layoffs, closures, and pain 2023 was marked most notably with numerous layoffs, studio closures, and other pain for the people who make the games we love. By some estimates, more than 7,000 jobs were cut in 2023 alone. Jobs were lost at Xbox, Niantic, EA, Unity, CD Projekt, Ubisoft, Rockstar, Digital Extremes, Epic, Telltale, BioWare, Bungie, CD Projekt, Red, Ascendant, Embracer, Amazon, and many more. Beyond layoffs, entire studios were shuttered in 2023. Studios that shut down in 2023, citing the current development landscape and other factors, included Mimimi, Pixelopus, Volition, Bonus XP, and Tiny Human, among others. Xbox Live Gold goes away. Xbox Live Gold was a mainstay on Xbox for years. It debuted in 2002, but the offering died off in 2023. Microsoft phased out Xbox Live Gold and replaced it with Xbox Game Pass Core in September. Core is the same price as Gold, and all existing Gold subscribers were automatically transferred to Core. Be part of our community, share, subscribe, and comment. Thank you for subscribing. Game Pass, PS Plus price increases death. Taxes and subscription services getting more expensive. That proved to be true for Xbox Game Pass and PlayStation Plus in 2023, with both services seeing increases. The PS Plus Premium tier, for example, saw its annual price increase by $40. The Xbox Game Pass price increase was not as significant, rising from $10 to $11 for the standard membership and $15 to $17 for the ultimate offering that includes cloud streaming. Not only that, but Microsoft started charging $10 more for its first-party games in 2023, raising the price from $60 to $70. Google officially closes Stadia. 2023 began with something that ended. Google officially pulled the plug on its game streaming service, Stadia, in mid-January. The company informed subscribers of the shutdown in 2022, but it was on January 18, 2023, that Stadia was officially taken offline for good. Super Nintendo World opens in America. Following its debut in Japan in 2021, the Super Nintendo World theme park at Universal Studios opened at the company's park in California in February 2023. ESA cancels E3 2023, plans for 2024. In doubt, in March, the Entertainment Software Association, ESA, officially canceled E3 2023. This was going to be the first show run by ReedPop, which took over management of the show. In September, it was reported that E3 2024 might be canceled as well. Beyond that, it was reported that a complete reinvention of the show could come in 2025. Mario movie breaks records, Zelda movie coming in. April, Nintendo and Universal released the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Many wondered how the movie might fare with critics and at the box office, and it succeeded more than many might have imagined. The animated movie, which features the voice of Chris Pratt as Mario, earned more than $1.3 billion worldwide to become 2023's number 2 film overall, behind Barbie. The movie also featured the voices of Anya Taylor-Joy, Jack Black, Keegan-Michael Key, Charlie Day, and more famous people. Later in the year, Nintendo announced another movie, but it wasn't the Mario movie sequel many expected. Instead, Nintendo partnered with Sony to make a live-action Legend of Zelda movie. Charles Martinet steps back as the voice of Mario. In August, Nintendo announced that longtime Mario voice actor Charles Martinet would be stepping back as the voice of Mario and would transition to become a Mario ambassador. Martinet has voiced Mario for decades, as well as Wario, Luigi, Waluigi, Baby Mario, and Baby Luigi, among other roles in the wider Nintendo universe. The new Mario voice actor is Kevin Afghani, who also voices Luigi. Executive shakeups. There were a number of management shakeups in the video game industry in 2023, including at PlayStation and Xbox. Sony Interactive Entertainment president Jim Ryan announced his retirement and will officially leave the company in 2024. At Xbox, Microsoft announced a reorg that saw Sarah Bond rise to become the new president of Xbox. Additionally, Microsoft Game Studios boss Matt Booty has been promoted to president of game content and studios. In that role, he will oversee ZeniMax and Bethesda, Unity controversy, and CEO exit. In September, the video game engine company, Unity, one of the most popular and most used game engines in the world, announced dramatic changes to its pricing structure that were immediately panned. Unity CEO John Riccitiello resigned from the company in the wake of the controversy, with many suggesting he might not have actually left of his own accord. Unity also had multiple rounds of layoffs in 2023, and it even decided to close Weta Digital, putting more than 265 jobs on the chopping block. Microsoft buys Activision Blizzard. Unquestionably, one of the biggest gaming stories of 2023 was Microsoft's buyout of Activision Blizzard. The deal was announced at the beginning of 2022, but it took almost 18 months for the agreement to be finalized due to regulatory hurdles and other issues that Microsoft had to overcome. In particular, the UK's Competition and Markets Authority heavily scrutinized the deal and initially blocked it before Microsoft sold its cloud gaming rights in the UK to Ubisoft to help get the agreement across the line. In the end, the deal was officially closed in October 2023, giving Microsoft ownership of Activision Blizzard and all of its many studios and franchises, including Call of Duty, Diablo, Warcraft, Candy Crush, and more. New PlayStation hardware. When the PS5 launched in November 2020, many remarked that it was a very big boy. Some people wanted a slimmed-down version, and that's exactly what Sony delivered in November 2023. The new PS5 is about 30% smaller, and it weighs less too. The new PS5 model wasn't the only fresh piece of hardware that Sony released in 2023. Also debuting in November was the PlayStation Portal handheld device. Additionally, Sony launched the PlayStation VR2 device in early 2023. It didn't exactly make waves or shake things up on a broad level. Handheld PC growth 2023 was also a year marked with the launch of even more handheld PC devices. Valve's Steam Deck got an OLED edition in 2023 that, in addition to its better screen, had improved audio, increased battery life, and other welcome features to make the experience even better. Beyond that device, 2023 also saw the launch of the Asus ROG Ally, which was heralded as an impressive, capable device that comes highly recommended for playing PC games on the go. Also debuting in 2023 was the Logitech G Cloud device that streams games, GTA 6. After waiting for more than a decade, Rockstar Games finally delivered the goods in December and officially announced Grand Theft Auto V with its first trailer. As GTA V is not due to release until 2025 on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series XS, Fortnite 2 after laying off 900 staff earlier in the year. Epic delivered a massive update to Fortnite in December through the Season 5 Chapter 1 Big Bang update and more, which Epic said marks a new beginning for the game. In addition to an overhaul of the Battle Royale mode, Fortnite evolved to become more of a platform with the launch of 3 games inside Fortnite: Lego Fortnite, Rocket Racing, and Fortnite Festival. At the end of the news, you can comment below the video what game do you want us to talk about in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Goodbye, and new video and new game news. Thanks for watching.